All right, so this week has been absolutely crazy inside of my one-on-one coaching program, and I rarely ever make videos showcasing what actually goes on inside of there because I'm usually just focused on giving you guys as much free value as possible here on YouTube and also focusing on helping my students that are actually in there. But this week has been too crazy for me to not make a video about this because in the last 7 days alone, I've had 5 students, 4 of them beginners and 1 experienced, land remote sales roles, and now they're set to make thousands of dollars per month online, and most of them again didn't have that much experience. And the whole point of me making this video, literally the only point, is to show you guys that these guys were literally in your shoes. Yes, you watching this video, in your shoes just a month ago. And it's not to try to brag or sell my program or anything like that. I just want to simply show you guys what's possible and maybe help you with your mindset to show you that you truly can do this and you truly can change my life, because all of these guys were watching my content on YouTube, they were watching other content and whatever. They decided to start working with me, and just in 30 days, they've all completely changed their life. And I just want to show you guys what they did. So let's get straight into it. These are the guys right here: Tommy, Igor, Wayne, Yaka, Muhammad. And just for some proof that they actually did it, here's the Discord community. We got the Wins channel. We've got other channels inside of the Discord, obviously, but I'm just going to run through the Wins channel just to kind of prove that they've done it. So Tommy here landed his first role. I've learned more about making money in the past 10 days than I have in all of my schooling combined, which is awesome to see. Wayne landing his role here. Yaka landing his role here. Fabio putting in great results for his client. Jared putting in great results for his client and making money. Igor landing his first role here. Muhammad landing his first role here, and all that fun stuff. So I think you guys kind of get the point by now. But before I go into the how, I just want to run you through these people's backstories really, really quick, just so you can get some context to see that you really are a lot like them. So Tommy here got started working with me on August 5th. He's 21 from Toronto, and he was previously working a 9-to-5 job that he hated, and he got pissed off because he wasn't being compensated for being good, which is why a lot of people start to make money online, because you actually get rewarded for being good. He found my YouTube content, decided to get started. After analyzing other channels and other business models for 6 months, he got started on this, and boom, now he's crushing it. Igor, Wayne, and Yaka, they basically were all previously starting like different business models. They're all young as well. They all tried SMMA, which is something that I want to talk quickly about. They all actually realized that running an agency is not something that a beginner should do, and that service delivery is the hard thing that people don't talk about. They show you how to get clients, but service delivery, no. You're not actually good at service delivery. So even if you do get a client, you can't retain them, and you're basically like scamming them. So it's a pretty shady business model in my opinion, especially for a beginner. So they all decided to start remote sales, and now they're coming in and crushing it. Muhammad, he's actually from Iraq, and he's looking to make money online, and he realized that in order for him to truly level up and make money online, he would have to develop his speaking skill and his communication and his persuasion skill, which is ultimately very respectable, because most people would just shy away if their primary language wasn't English. So he saw the YouTube channel, we got started, all that fun stuff, and now he landed a role, 20% commission, setting a role, after doing about 100 outreach total. So now let's talk about how these people actually went on to land their role, because the Discord is cool and all these guys are cool and all, but how do they actually do it, right? So the first thing you need to understand is after joining RSM, we go through in-depth trainings to build the fundamentals of remote sales. So when you get started with remote sales, you don't have to be a beginner or an expert. You shouldn't be a beginner or an expert. You don't have to like train for the next year to become some master salesman to get started. And you also shouldn't be a complete beginner with zero knowledge at all to get started. So we just build a fundamental knowledge of how to get started, because we don't want to be an expert or a beginner. We just need to have a fundamental skill set and an understanding of the industry so that you can land your first role ASAP and start making money. And then after that, we build that experience and we stack those skills to progress later on into the future. And basically, all the guys, when they first get started with me, they start the training immediately after joining the program that covers the following topics. We talk about program industry and overview, sales processes end to end and understanding all that, what are online businesses and what are the constraints that they have and how do you provide a solution, and then also the appointment setting, 4-step conversation workflow. And we have in-depth training on how to do all this, but most of the students who join, they eat it up right away and they go through it very, very quickly in the first few days because they're committed. So most people, just building the fundamentals here, it literally takes like 3 to 7 days. And then we get started on trying to actually make money. We don't want to sit there and learn for another 2 years and then start making money. We don't got time to waste here. And then the next step here is goal setting and accountability. So after building a fundamental knowledge of remote sales, and after completing that first batch of training, students schedule a one-on-one meeting with our accountability coach, Griffin, where on that meeting, it's super simple. We cover mindset just to make sure that they're feeling good mentally about everything. And then we set specific short-term goals, so goals that we can accomplish in the next 1 to 4 weeks, and specific long-term goals that'll take maybe like 6 to 12 months. And then we also set actionable steps that need to be done every single week and targets that are measurable so that we can stay consistent to actually hitting these short and long-term goals. And if I'm being honest with you, it's essential for beginners to have accountability and weekly action steps because it's so easy to get discouraged in this phase. And this is where most beginners go wrong because 99% of beginners fail because they have unrealistic expectations, they have a bad mindset, and they have no accountability. And this is why most programs suck because they don't have stuff like this. So if you fail, it's like your fault, whereas accountability and staying consistent and setting the right goals can actually save you, right? We need to set our students up with a weekly roadmap every single week so that they know exactly what they need to do to reach their goals and start making money. And we base this off of the past week's results. So you go in, you produce results for a week, then we take that and then we set a new goal for the next week based on that goal, right? And we tailor these to you specifically. So your goal might be to make 5K. Your goal might be to make 100K a month. Based on what your goal is, we create the action plan and we show you the inputs that you need to do every day to get that goal and to make it happen. Then after that, we start the process of outreach and landing your first role. So this is like literally all in the first week. We just blitz through all this stuff and we go insanely fast. Outreach, landing your first role. The way that I see outreach on YouTube and in other programs, they make it out to be like something that's like a plug and play system and it's like super, super easy. Where in reality, it's actually extremely complex. However, inside of our program, we break it down and make it as simple as possible because inside of the program, you get access to exclusive strategies that give you a massive competitive edge over everyone else that is doing outreach, whether they're selling copywriting, agency services, they're doing appointment setting, remote sales, etc. So inside of here, we teach you exactly how to find ideal clients, eliminate bad offers, optimize your outreach strategy, optimize your IG, use the messaging that's actually going to convert, give yourself a competitive edge using the personalized Loom video strategy, interview prep, avoiding account restrictions so you don't get your account banned on IG, and setting daily targets and keeping a positive mindset. And most programs stop here after they help you with outreach and they just say, hey, good luck. Go start doing outreach and go have fun, and hopefully it works for you. But we continue to walk you through how to perform inside of your role and deliver results for your client, which I'll talk about in the next step. For how to make more money. 99% of programs don't do this because people just drop off and then their programs have like a 10% success rate. So the next step then is scaling and iteration. So full transparency, most people when they start doing outreach inside of the program, they don't crush it right out of the gate. And essentially we have to go in and look at their campaign and help them optimize and give them specific feedback based on their campaign and what needs to get fixed so that they can get more clients. Like for example, Yaka, who I showed you inside of the Discord, he was sending a ton of messages out to people and he wasn't getting enough replies based on the KPIs that we have in the program. And we determined it was because of his Instagram profile. So we helped him clean it up and literally flip the switch, like fix that. And he landed 3 interviews in 1 day. And then he landed the role based on those interviews, right? Same thing with Igor. Igor was getting responses and he was actually sending out video introductions to people. So his profile was good and all that stuff, but he wasn't able to land an interview because the Loom videos he was sending out, they weren't very good quality. So we reviewed and we really looked into it. I spent a lot of time, we adjusted a few things, and now he has 4 job opportunities of like people that literally want to work with him. And this is the main advantage of getting one-on-one specific coaching, because the truth of the matter is there are plenty of people that watch my YouTube content and just use the free resources and end up finding success. Like you can do that. But in reality, there's a lot of potential things that could stop you from seeing success. Whereas you would then have to, if you run into some of these issues, you'd have to somehow figure it out on your own and know exactly what to switch and improve on. Where if you work with a one-on-one coach, somebody who has already done exactly what you're looking to accomplish, they can go in and they can tell you based on what isn't working, how you can fix it. And I can break you out of the problems you're facing in the snap of a finger versus spending the next couple months, if not years, trying to figure it out on your own, right? most people get lost and overwhelmed and they quit because they aren't getting specific feedback from somebody who has already done exactly what they're looking to accomplish. And so we basically help you identify what isn't working. Then we get some questions around that and figure it out. Then we iterate, and then we find success. And sometimes this process takes like 3 times. Sometimes it takes 1. We just do 1 simple fix. And some people as well, it's not that common, but they just crush it right away out the gate with outreach. So again, I just wanted to quickly show you guys like the crazy week that we've had inside of the program with all of these studs right here landing roles. And I'm working to make this one-on-one coaching program better every single day. And in order for me to do that, I keep the program super small and super tight knit. I showed you guys the Discord. There's not that many people in there. I keep it tight knit on purpose to ensure that every single person who joins gets my one-on-one undivided attention so that they can actually see results. It's not like a freaking course where you just go buy it and you just go through all the material and you just binge watch it like a Netflix series. Nobody learns that way. Let's be honest, guys. So with that being said, I have a few spots open for August. This isn't like some fake scarcity or anything like this. I've been doing this program for a few months already, and I still only have like 20 people inside of here. So if you want to join, now is your chance. This is the best time for you to join right now if you're watching this video. And the reason why is because I'm improving the program every single day and students are getting better and better results. So as you're watching this video right now, the program will be the cheapest that it will ever be. So now is your time. So if you're interested, click the link in the description. Jump on a call with me. I'm not going to force you to buy it on the call. We're going to talk back and forth and see for sure if I can even help you based on where you're at. And then if it makes sense, we'll get you started. If not, I'll give you some free resources and send you in another direction. But book a call, no strings attached. I'm a cool guy. I'm not going to like force you to buy something and like shove it down your throat. But you can book a call if you're interested in learning what that looks like. And I'd be happy to see if I can even help you out. And then if I can, we'll get you started. But other than that, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully you got some value, and you take care and have a great rest of your day.